Hey everyone, I recently bought a large lot of Power Rangers figures and Megazords. And it came with like figures, Megazords, playsets, Mighty Morphin, Zeo, Turbo, Lost Galaxy, In Space. And I figured while I have them, before I sell most of the stuff that I got, because I only wanted a few of them, I would do a review of each of the Megazords, maybe even some of the figures. So you should be able to see in the description below which one this is about, but this is the start of a brand new review segment reviewing retro Mighty Morphin Power Rangers figures and Zords. So I hope you enjoy, and ignore any of my inaccurate things that I may have said or will say in any of these videos. Alright, so now I'm going to be doing this is going to be 2-in-1. It's going to be the Deluxe Rescue Megazord and Artillatron. And if you know anything about anything, Artillatron is the kind of shuttle Zord, is the shuttle Zord for the Deluxe Rescue Megazord. So I have both. So here, don't mind my red shorts, is Artillatron in shuttle mode, I guess. I don't know. It rolls. It's attached by these things here and that. And then they do detach. And these flip in. Detach, flip in. And I'm going to take this off. Doing this all with one hand. Then I'm going to throw him on here. Then I'm going to take this guy and throw that on here. Click those in place. Throw this on here. Click that in place. And then take the arms. Boom. Come back. Take the other arm, and then the head flips up like that to reveal that visor. So he was sliding off of the Lazy Susan, so I'm just gonna go ahead and do that. I'm gonna be the Lazy Susan and give it a quick not 100% 360, but that's all of the sides of this guy. His articulation is that. Those flip open. That. This turns. And that's all his articulation. And he rolls, obviously, because he was rolling off the Lazy Susan. But he's got another neat feature. He holds the Zords. One more heel in there somewhere. There it is. So that's that guy. And now we have the Deluxe Rescue Megazord in the vehicle components. So you got one, which is like a fire truck or something, I think it was in the show. Sorry, this was supposed to go up like that. So that's that. And then it's got, I guess, 2 fire hose thingies. Number 2, I believe, is the police car. Number 3 is a dump truck. Number 4 is some sort of bulldozer race car. I don't know why it's built like a race car, but it's, you know. And then 5, I believe, is the ambulance. And not only do they combine together, but they also are their own little fighter Zords. So number 1 is this will come detached and flip down, if I can get it. There we go. So that flips down, detaches. Those tuck away. His arms fold over, fold down, and then this comes up. This flips over to reveal the head. So that is 1. Number 2, police. He will flip down his legs and flip out his toes. And then his arms will pop out like that, and then this will just flip down to reveal his head. These guys have like the weakest little arms ever. And he doesn't stand all too well. It's like it doesn't really click in all that well. But I don't think anybody cares about this form of the Zord. Number 3, dump truck. This flips out and folds in, and that becomes his legs. These flip out and become his arms. And then this flips open, and that flips up to reveal his head. And then that stretches out so he has legs to stand on. 4 does sort of the same thing. Flip this open, you flip this over and click those in, and then you pull this up like that. All right, and then these fold out. This flips over, and his head flips from here. So he's like the construction worker helmet. And then the ambulance, you kind of have to split open to reveal the head. And the head will flip out. And then you could put those back together. Well, it might be easier to flip out the legs when it's split in half. And then put them together. And then flip out the arms to reveal other little mini weak arms. So there you have, I'll do this, make them look cool. There you have the Megazords in their warrior form. Not entirely sure what they're called. But obviously, they joined together to become the Megazord. So it's pretty much in the same configuration as the deluxe Turbo Megazord, and there's actually compatibility with that Megazord, which I'll show, which is cool. But I'm gonna push these guys off to the side real quick. So he becomes a leg. Like so. It's one leg done. He becomes another leg. He, she. It's a Zord, so I'm not sure if it matters. Boom. This will split apart and become the arms, just like the Pink Ranger in the original Turbo Megazord. Flip out the fist. he will become the waist. So flip that out, pretty much put him back into car configuration, but now you're gonna spread these legs apart and flip down these pieces, and then this is gonna fold in half and peg back here. There's these ports here. They're just going to peg into each other, so they have to be spread out correctly. And now this is the waist. And then the head, we're going to put him back into the other formation. So instead of flipping this half down, and now we're going to just split this in half and do this. And now this whole thing flips up. And the full head reveal is in there. So now let's put them all together. So we're going to take this guy, put him here. Oh, I gotta see if I'm doing it opposite direction. Yeah. Put them on the wrong side. This clicks in here. Got a bunch of connector points. And then these, just like the other one, click in here. Now, he's a leaning mess for the most part, so that's why they gave you these pieces, which I'm sure a bunch of people lost, but the person who collected the ones that sold them to me, thankfully, kept them in great condition. And then you could put his blasters in his hands. Like so. And now you have the Deluxe Rescue Megazord. And this guy was always just a hunkin' behemoth and really cool. But like I said, he does... Well, first let me show this. Because these come off of Artillatron, and this flips out on both of them, and then you could kind of have him hold these as extra weapons, which is cool. But like I said, this does have combination features with original Turbo Megazord. It's got the same ports for the legs, and I believe for the arms. I'm not sure. I don't remember right this second, but if I pop off these legs, and I pop off these legs, these, so that's compatible with that, and so those go in there so he doesn't tip over. And then same goes for this one, where these fit in here. I'm not sure why this guy's not going in so great, but this one went in. And then you can swap out the arms as well, so you could give those arms to him. And then you could give the dinky arms to this one. So whatever form you wanted to make. If you wanted to do chunky arm and tiny arm because you're crazy and don't care about symmetry. This is bugging me right now, but like, more power to you. I mean, that's annoying me. So I'm gonna go ahead and put him back in the original formation. The sword also works with the shield as well. So you could give him, you know, you'd use your imagination, give him a sword and a gun, whatever you wanted to do there. You have the freedom because it's a toy, and you have your imaginary. I mean, you had your imagination. Put those back on. Now, something that does annoy me, like I said, symmetry issues, is that those heels on his back, you can only put them in a certain orientation, and no matter what you do, they're always uneven from each other. The way that they designed it, they didn't care that, you know, this isn't sticking out as far as the other one. It's just like, oh. So that does annoy me. But otherwise, the Rescue Zord is pretty freaking sweet. The fact that he has all the different combinations, the fact that he has the Artillatron, he can use Artillatron as the shuttle or even as the weapons is cool. And when I was a kid, I didn't really watch Turbo that much to the point where I knew this was a thing. So if I knew that this Zord was a thing when I was jealous over my friend having the original Turbo, I would have never been jealous. I would have wanted this thing. I didn't even know this existed until I was older. And the fact that I have this one's really cool. This one, I think this one's a lot cooler, at least the body-wise. I did kind of always like the legs of the original more than these, but just because of how much they come out here. Like if this was wider, I think I'd probably like this better. So I'm not entirely sure, but whatever. Again, I'll give this one a 9 out of 10 just because of can't give everything a perfect score, especially if it doesn't have crazy nostalgic value to you. So, yeah. All the mumbo jumbo. Just leave a like, hit a thumbs up, talk trash about me in the comments. Talk trash about me in the comments. I don't care. Hit that bell for notifications when I post more videos. I got a bunch more of these to do. Hopefully I can get them all done today so I don't have to worry about it. And I'm filming this on New Year's Eve, so Happy New Year!